Hello everybody and welcome to my vlog of the European International Championships 2024 for the Pokemon trading card game. We're going to go through everything that you could experience here. I apologize, the footage is in portrait. Unfortunately, I was having to use my walking stick for most of the weekend, so we're just going to make use of the footage and space that we have, and I'm going to get some equipment to fix that next time. Please let me know if you have any suggestions in the comments. Let's get right into day one. First things first was badge pickup, but we had to grab our badges. It was incredibly efficient, used a QR code, it was awesome. And then we had to sit in our little waiting pen here. Unfortunately, we had to wait quite a while for our Pokemon Center booking. This was of no fault of anyone in particular. Apparently, there were some technical issues within the Pokemon Center. No one's going to be able to buy anything, like, let's say, if the tills aren't working and things. So I was perfectly fine. We actually saw a lot of friends here. We got to chat. You know, it was great, honestly. And then we got let into the Pokemon Center. There was so much merch. These are light up wall lights. We saw some really cute cosplays throughout the day. These beautiful cuddly buddies, plushies everywhere, t-shirts, playmats. You want it, you got it, baby. One of my favorite pieces of the Pokemon Center was getting to see the upcoming products and some that are already released, like these cute kitchenware. But something that Ethan and I were really interested in are the pin badges. What's your favorite upcoming product out of this line? And we launch ourselves into day two. That's what I'm talking about. Day two was the competitor day for us trading card game players. So it was the most brilliant yet exhausting experience of my life. I got my play set already. Sadly, I couldn't film while we were playing for obvious reasons, but we're going to go through my matchups now for you. So round one, I faced off against God of War. I went into a win and then swiftly into a loss, and unfortunately we did tie the round, but it was a lot of fun, and I wish I had that second lost vacuum in my list. I'm actually going to play around with that after that matchup because I think that dropping one energy from my Charizard list and going into this second vacuum build will be beneficial for a lot of matchups. Round two, I faced up against Lost Box. It was a Roaring Moon Raikou, very kind of what I would call the typical original build of Lost Box. I did 2-0 them. It was a win-win scenario. I did get really lucky. It was a riveting game and I had a lot of fun. I've been really afraid of Lost Boxes. As you can see from my list, I did drop the Jirachi, and so hitting my first Lost Box so early on in the day, I was like, oh no, please don't punish me. Luckily, Mist Energy saved me so good in these matchups. Round three, we faced Lost Box again, but this time with Raging Bolt, Iron Hands, Sandy Shocks, and Groudon! Oh my goodness, this was so difficult, I'm not gonna lie. This list was spicy, baby. And not only that, but I struggled because I was trying to not only figure out what my opponent was doing, but then also obviously trying to play around that and win. It was really tough, but I came through. We won, then we lost, and we did manage to finish a game three. Thank you to my opponent for being speedy as I was being as well, so that we could get through that best of three. You're a legend. Round four, I was against Ancient Box. Now, this is a strong matchup for me, but unfortunately, I won the first one, lost the second, and we did not manage to finish a game three in time. We barely even started. So that was another tie, and I felt very disheartened at this point because I felt like I was in that tie purgatory where I was going to hit some of my worst matchups. And lo and behold, round five came along, and we saw Lugia. Now, this Lugia player was exceptional. They 2-0'd me quick, lickety-split. At this point, obviously, I was feeling really disheartened. Lugia is a difficult matchup for Charizard at the best of times, but I did practice a lot at home. I was super confident going in, but this Lugia player played max belt, and that is what won them that spicy game two, which really caught me off guard. I was not expecting it. Absolute props to them. Thank you for the fun game. Going into round six, I did manage to pick myself up a little bit and dust myself off. Now, unfortunately, when my opponent turned over their first card, I quite quickly realized this was Lost Giratina. Unfortunately, not the best matchup for Charizard. However, I did manage to clutch a win. We won, lost, and then won again to play out that best of three. They were playing the Iron Leaves, which I was particularly afraid of, but I managed to play around it by by KOing their Giratina, which only had 1 grass energy attached. I could see 2 grass energy in the lost zone, and I thought to myself, oh, I bet they only play 4. If I can get that one back in deck and disrupt them using an Iono, maybe I'll be able to get through this. Even the opponents next to us were watching it and cheered when they didn't get the combo they needed, but they did get a Roxanne off the Iono. I was so scared the Roxanne was going to get them the 6 cards they needed to clutch the win, but unfortunately for them, they didn't get it. Fortunately for me, they did. They didn't. Round 7 was swiftly followed by more Iron Leaves woes as Arctina darkened my doors. I won game 1, but unfortunately lost 2 in a row as of then, leaving me with a loss overall for round 7. Round 8, I swear, my brain started to leak out of my ears. I am not kidding. I had the most brain farty game. I apologize. If you were my champ power opponent in round 8, I'm sorry. I played terribly and I did not give you a fun game, and I apologize. Congrats on the win. They absolutely slaughtered me 2-0. Easy peasy lemon squeezies. I swear I did not see my mana fee when I did my first deck search in game 1, and I was thinking, oh no, it's priced. What a disaster. Second deck check of the day, it's there, and I hadn't taken any prize cards. I was like, how did I not see you, mana fee? Why were you hiding? I just had the biggest brain fart moment. Honestly, they were a real champ about it. I'm sad I lost, of course, but I'm not sad because at the same time, I recognized that I was really exhausted by this point, and it was very clear to me that my brain just wasn't in it. Round 9, last round of the day. Why not play it out? If I get the win here, I get championship points. Let's go. I was against Gouging Fire, now a really popular list across the pond in Japan, but not really I didn't see a lot of people testing it this kind of way in Europe. So I was surprised to see Gouging Fire. They started with a lone Cyclozar, and I was like, what is this? How do I beat it? What on earth? And then I eventually realized it was Gouging Fire. This is a good matchup for Charizard, generally speaking, with the build. I didn't see any Moltres, so I don't think they were playing those, which again made the matchup stronger for me. I did manage to get a win out of that one with 2 wins in a row. Apologies to my amazing Gouging Fire opponent. They were so lovely. I've got to say, I faced 9 different matchups all day, and I think that's what caught me off with the Chien-Pao. I'm not trying to make excuses. It's just a really long day. I mean, you're going up against 9 decks just as post-rotation has hit. Remembering this event, the rotation was literally the day before. It was insane. So I gotta say, I had a great time. We clutched those 50 points. It was fantastic. If I could go back and play some of those games again, oh, I would in a heartbeat, honestly. Sometimes that's just the variance of the day. I was surprised I didn't hit any mirror matches considering how many Charizards were in day 1. But that's the way it went. I had a great time and I would do it all over again. And I absolutely shall at NAIC, which I'm really gunning for a day 2 this time. I'm disappointed I didn't get it this time, but I'm not disheartened. There's a fire under my belly now. I'm ready, NAIC. And straight into day 3 of the event. This was absolutely my time to relax and play some casual games with friends. I saw loads of my lovely Twitch friends. Hello, everybody. It was so good to see everyone. Then we had a look around the venue. We got to see the prize wall. We got to see Pikachu Quaxley. And honestly, the activity area this year was off the chain. I cannot explain to you how incredible it was. Look at the decorations. It was stunning. It looked like we were in the heart of Kitakami. Ogerpon is just the cutest. There was a video gaming area. Of course, they had the Switch stuff, but they also had some retro games. Oh my god, that makes me feel so old, but you know what I mean. They had challenges like if you could clear rock in the fastest time. They had these Japanese style kind of party games set up, carnival games, and we played a couple of them. We played the catch game where you had to throw your Pokeball discs at the Pokemon, and I caught my team. Are you ready to see them? Phantom! Whoop! Whooper! Swinub! And Tandem House. Unfortunately, those are just my 4. I didn't get all 6. Then there was the Tatsugiri Fishing Pond and lots of other fun games too. I wasn't so good at the ring toss. The activity schedule was packed, including arts and crafts, board games, and I just kind of spent the day playing casual games with friends, even though I've been playing 9 rounds the previous day. Like I said, there was a fire under my belly and I just really enjoyed carrying on. I didn't play any side events because I was out of money and I was so pooped. I would not have done well, but I know a lot of my friends were playing GLC. I wish I could have joined in, but I was just too exhausted. So let's save it for next year. Thank you to everyone who made my EUIC experience so fantastic this year. I could not have had more fun if I tried. I wish my result was better, but I'm sure it'll do better next time. Thank you everybody for watching, and if you'd like to see our customary Pokemon dance, then make sure you stick around to the end of the video. Thank you so much, guys. I'll see you in the stream soon. Goodbye.
Let's go body, body, boom, boom.